Hi, welcome to John's Model Works. Today what I have for you is my USS Kelvin by Moebius Models in progress. USS Kelvin is a Star Trek ship from one of the alternate timeline Star Trek movies. It only saw about 5 minutes of screen time at the beginning of the movie, but that's okay. It's a pretty neat ship. It has a single engine nacelle. It has a single engineering hull. It has the saucer, which here you can see is in two pieces. And what I have done is I have lit up the piece completely, and I have paused at this point so I can show everybody what's involved in lighting this thing up. This is a custom lighting kit, or custom lighting job. As far as I know, there are no other lit up USS Kelvins out there. Plenty of painted ones, but not too many lit up ones. So what I have done is I have lit this thing up with some Madman lighting controller cards that I might have invented. anyway, anyway, so these are the two controller cards. Okay, so these provide current to drive LEDs, and this little filmy stuff, and this stuff over here, and this stuff here, this is fiber optics. So you can see here at this junction here, this is a white LED wrapped up in a couple of pieces of heat shrink tubing, driving white light into this bundle of fiber optics. And the light goes out to these fibers, these fibers, these fibers, these fibers. Here are some more bundles of fiber optics to drive the impulse engines. These are red LEDs, once again driving bundles of fiber optics. These are a little bit thicker fiber optics, 1/2 millimeter instead of 1/4 millimeter. So I'm lighting up what will become the impulse engine here. Over here you can see the fibers sticking out of the engineering hull. The way that you do this trick is you always leave maybe 1/4 of an inch of fiber optics sticking out of your model before painting. That way it acts as an automatic paint mask. So what you do is you leave whiskers sticking out, paint the whole thing, decal the whole thing, and the very last thing that you do is you come along with your very sharp X-Acto knife and shave the fibers flush with the hull, and that's the last thing you do, and now you have windows instead of pipes sticking out of the holes. So over here we have the engineering hull, and I'm not showing it very well right now. Let me just pick it up and show you a little bit better here. So as you can see, we have a rather bright white LED in the tail of this thing. We have a fairly bright orange-red LED lighting up the impulse dome. This part is not quite finished yet. This will be finished later on. And as you can see, there's more fibers lit up here. The way that, let's see here, the camera is not showing it especially well, but you can see that these vents here are lit up with a nice blue color. There's a light box in there, so the interior is covered with reflective adhesive mylar film, and it creates a reflective light box for a blue LED that fills the whole cavity with light, and then the light comes out the sides in a nice uniform way. It looks really nice. You might be wondering why the interior of this model is entirely black. Well, that is to prevent light leaks. Obviously you do not want light shining out of the model in the wrong places. This is one that is kind of clever. This is the light for the overhead dome and the bridge. So what I did is I took a short piece of LED strip light, just one LED long, and soldered on the appropriate wire, and got this little I-beam here, a T-beam actually, and made a T-beam cross, and then glued the LED strip to the beam. I had to remove all the adhesive and super glue it on, and that lights up this section very well. So that works out nicely. I'm not going to flip this over because it's kind of fragile. I don't want to break anything. This is the first time I've actually gotten the whole thing together. One thing I will point out is if you look over here, see this little white LED that's kind of nervously flicking like that? Okay, the reason for that is this is the white strobe marker LED. So he only drives a few fibers, and they pop out, you know, here and a few other places here and there. So that's what this one does. And these red one here that's chunking away, there's a green one over here that doesn't show up very well. Okay, these are the red and green formation marker lights. I haven't hooked up the fibers to those yet. We'll get to that soon enough. Okay, but anyway, this is my USS Kelvin. This is the first time I have gotten the whole thing wired and lit up and powered, so I'm very happy about that. There'll be some more videos of this as it comes along. Okay, have a great time from John's Model Works. Bye.